Final Destination Bloodlines. And Final Destination Bloodlines is better than that last Final Destination movie that came out. That had probably the last two was, yeah, they had to take a break from the franchise. So this was back into storytelling mode. And it goes all the way back to the beginning of the first premonition so that we know. And it was the last appearance of Tony Todd, who was the voice of horror, his big, deep voice, his bass. As he was sick and he was passing on, he was, it was his last performance. He just had a few lines, but was able to say goodbye to the fans in the right way. And he went out to live out his last days. Now, as for everyone else, well, it explained a lot. That opening scene was crazy. Like that was vintage Final Destination, and it looked like its old self. Uh, just how the process was going in that on that top of that restaurant in like the 1950s, and of course she has a premonition that makes her change it. But it was so many people in their lives that she saved that they went on to have families and they branched off, but it was only going after the timelines. So it was quite interesting there. Like if the husband, like that person got married, that husband would be safe. But the wife, or if she was in that timeline, if she was one of the people in there by the bloodlines, they had to go. So that whole timeline had to go. Everybody was in the bloodline. It's going in order. I mean, some of the stuff was like ridiculous and would never happen, but overall, it was entertaining. You was glued in to see what was going to happen at the end. I thought the end would be a little bit different. There was some gruesome kills in here that was like, oh my god, like they were just crazy kills. But overall, I give it 3 stars out of 4. I was entertained. I wasn't bored. Um, some of the kills were outstanding, so people are gonna love that. And yeah, it's just one of those days. I have a lot on my plate, so I haven't really made too many plans into doing things. So yeah, so bad situation, bad time for some or most, depending on how you look at it. But Final Destinations, man, it was not gonna ruin it for you. It's just it's funny. Got a lot of funny parts in there. Got his light comedy, but it was like, damn, it's a funeral every 2 days. It's like every day is a funeral. You would think the cops would have a little bit more presence with how rapid people was dying in this one. It wasn't like time went by. It was like the next day people was getting it. Like Death was on the clock, baby. Death was like, look, I got to wrap this thing up. Let's go. Would I see it again? Yeah. I would take a chick to go see it. Uh what would I say was the best? Well, the opening death scene was the best one by far, and then probably the hospital one. Then there's another one, but the hospital one was crazy. but I kind of saw how that was gonna go. Sometimes, if you watched enough Final Destination movies, you kind of know where it's gonna go. Well, it kind of gives a take that no matter how smart you think you are, you're not gonna be deaf because death is forever. So you can only cheat it, but you can't defeat it. Oh, the first one will forever be a classic. Nothing's gonna beat the first one. That very first one, they even have the death clock on there with the DVD where you type in your birth date and it'll tell you what day you're gonna die. And it's like, that was crazy. Yeah, you should check it out, Kev. It's a good movie. Will there be another one? All I can tell you is there is no end credit scene. In the mid credits, I think they thank Tony Todd as they show a bunch of news clippings, and they just say in memory of Tony Todd. And I thought they could have at least did some pictures to show Tony throughout his years as Candyman, him from all the Final Destinations that he appeared in, but they didn't. Hmm. Well, I'm about to do some on Casino for Life channel, so if you guys are still up, you can go check it out. Uh, Bloody Knuckles, my hair been cut for like 2 days. That shows how much you paid attention. I was in the whole live stream with you. Hair was cut like it's nothing. Hmm. Well, things gonna change now, but I don't know if they do another one. They could, death is forever, so you could always do another one. But that's what it is. I'll be in and out of sleep, bro. Plus, you be wild. Oh, bloody knuckles. Wait about 20 minutes. I'm gonna be on the Casino for Life because I got some Knicks news y'all gonna love to hear. How about?